all. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Yep, this is going to be a long one. As you can see, there's a lot to make here. Done a bit of asset, sort of just cliffs and a lot of the Pahutakawa trees that line the cliff, and then the dark shape, general shape. And I did end up purchasing a ocean shader because I just did not like the native one. This just looked so much better. So it's pretty. This yeah. I'm quite chuffed with the ocean shader. It's it puts foam exactly where it should be, like on wherever like anything intersects with it. So I was quite happy with this. I couldn't decide what I was doing first, so I ended up making one character who's going to be in this next scene, and I've ended up just using him as a placeholder for how large is a human being in this setup. So yeah, still a heck of a lot to do, as you can see. But once it's done, it's going to look pretty good. I've got some good reference photos. This is from 1986. You can kind of see where it's the cliff face there with the trees and the general setup of the docks. A few different angles. So yeah, that's what I guess everything else is going to have to just be some sort of some sort of 2D vista that sort of just travels around in a big circle. So I'll probably have to use get some render frames from my other models. I've got Auckland City already, thankfully. That'll fill up most of this side. And Harbour Bridge will go around here. And then it'll just be, I mean, what you can kind of do is you can cheat it a little bit. You just go into Google Earth, and go to sort of surface level and just take some screenshots, go into Photoshop, sort of cut it out. You can get away with it that way, but it depends how much of it's in the camera for when I'm doing it. But yes, anyway, I figured I'd just do the basic sort of building shapes. Do basic building shapes. Sort of doing this area here. Yeah, this area here is what I'm working on right now. And I figured I'd do basic building shapes, sort of almost placeholders that I'll work on, detail them up. Figured I'll just do that tonight, and then once I've done that, go to bed, I guess. But yeah, so Mayor of Auckland. Oh yeah, someone else is doing a Cold War project. That's good to hear. Good to hear. What year are you setting your Cold War project in? 89 or earlier? You might have actually told me about this before. Yeah, Mayor of Auckland. A mayor of my own little virtual Auckland set in 1989, then where no one lives. I will rule the virtual nobodies. So maybe, yeah. It sounds like a job where you don't have to do much. But yeah, anyway. So this is a bit lower. I don't know what this building is. I figure this building's some sort of, like, I don't know, this building's some sort of furnace building. It's got a big chimney. So it's like there's a lot of buildings. I have no idea what they are, but oh well. Just try and make them as accurately as I can. Yeah, I think we did talk about. I think you did tell me a little bit about it on Instagram. I do sort of remember. Sorry, my memory is terrible. My memory is shocking. Like, you just need to ask my wife. My memory is so bad. She's convinced I'm going senile. I think it's because I've got so much of this crammed in here that there's no room for anything else. So, yeah. Anyway. So, where has the content browser gone? There it is. So, yes. I kind of figured since I was doing this, why not stream it for everyone who is bored enough to have a gander at, and, like, see how riveting it is to to build a naval base. But I tell you what, Unreal Engine is bloody amazing. It has sped up the whole process so much. Like, just that last episode, that would have taken a good 3 months in using my old program, which was a combo of Blender and Maya. It just would have taken so long. And it would have used like 8 computers, which half of them I've been able to put into storage because we're moving house soon, hopefully. So yeah, I was able to cut down the time it took to get everything done and get something out for everyone a lot quicker, which was very good. Had a few comments of people saying, I wasn't expecting this so soon. It's like, oh, good. I mean, good that everyone's like happy it's come out sooner. Kind of bad that everyone's gotten used to the fact that it takes three months at a minimum to make a 10-minute episode or less. Yeah, probably will. Like, once I've done everything in the first season, I'll probably just put them all together and have like some supercut of it. And I'll obviously try to eliminate any sort of pauses where an original episode would end and a new one would start. Sort of try and make it as seamless as I can. But yeah, most likely I'll do that, I reckon. It seems like the natural thing to do. So, yes. Right, where are we with this? It looks like a garage, and then there's a little building on top. Yeah, sorry guys, I've got 3 screens here, so I can only really stream one. So I figured I'll stream the one where it's all happening. So you you can't really see when I sort of go off. What the hell have I done? When I go off to another screen to do the content or whatever, the content browser. Okay, I don't know what the hell I've done here. I've made quite a hash of that. Yeah. But yeah, getting used to sort of like the modeling method in Unreal Engine, a little bit of a learning curve, but nah, it's I kind of feel like I got it down. I mean, definitely the basics. Definitely got all the basics down. Like, I'm able to actually make stuff work, and that's the main thing. So I should probably start labeling these correctly. I'm sure everyone knows that whole just labeling things like ASDF, ASDF2, ASDF3. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I should probably. I'm getting a lot of sort of a lot of general shapes here in my little directory. I should probably start putting them in groups and building groups and everything so that it's not all over the place. Oh, okay, that comes out, does it? That's way shorter. That is way shorter. And then this one actually comes out about the same. It's a bit of a funny looking building. I'm not doing any of the arch roofs yet. I'll do that later. Okay, there's another one. And I'm not going to do the chimneys. This has got a huge... This particular building has a really real large chimney, so I'm not going to do that just yet. What the... Am I actually... Just letting the wife know I'm streaming. So she doesn't come in and go, what the hell have you done? Why are you... I've got your dirty laundry here. Looks like there's just another basic building here. So yeah, probably not the most exciting part, but it's quite a process. One process which is going to be really draining, I guess you could say, will be the model I've actually done of the Auckland City waterfront. I'm going to need to move all of those assets over to Unreal Engine. When I do that, oh boy, that'll be fun. That'll take a while. You can add multiple screens to a live stream. Can you do them all at the same time? Like multiple screens? Pretend I'm like a big noob. And how do I do the... What have I done here? I'm such a... I can tell I'm getting on in life, eh? I'm like trying to work technology now, and I'm starting to like not know what the hell I'm doing. And it's like... Ugh. Get nude. The heck have I done here? How do I see the chat? I really need to be able to see the chat. I've got this... Oh man, I'm a mess. You just closed a dockable window. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, there it is. Whoops. I'm such a twit. See? Alright, there we go. You can go to source and I should do all messages. There we go. And cool. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Back in it. So alright, basic building there. And cool bananas. So let's see. What else? Looking at this. Let's try and line it up like the photo. Yeah, kind of like that. So looks like I've got some big buildings here to do. And then some up there. I'll probably just do this area, I reckon. Get this area done. I think. Get this damn thing out of the way. Get out of here, gas tank. Go away, gas tank. And what the heck is this? Ah, it's a water bottle. Well, we don't need that right now, so that can shift aside. As well as where the hell that is. Yeah, I had a whole lot of asset packs that I'd bought that I just dumped in here thinking I could probably make use of them, but custom stuff like a particular base that's also in the real world, you kind of end up not wanting to use sort of generalized building assets. You kind of want to make it as accurate as you can make it, so yeah, did that. Ended up not using hardly anything. Right, so we've got a big building here. There's a massive crane too. Oh, it's got two big cranes on the dry dock. Yeah, well, I don't think we'll do those tonight. You can go to the source, then click the plus symbol, then add display. I could do that, but then you'd have this really elongated, like, wide view shot, which would be kind of weird for anyone to watch. Okay, so we've got building here. Okay, so where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I think someone said it was as, where is it? Sounds about as fun as a toothache. Yes, it's very true. Oh, doing this is probably a bit better than that, I think. Just a little bit. Okay. My dad nearly joined the Royal New Zealand Navy band after he left both the Army band and the Air Force band. Oh my gosh, wow. That's awesome. Like, he was definitely... Well, thank you for his service, first off, and secondly, he was... He just needed that last one to create the trilogy. He had done the Air Force, the Army, and then he just needed to get the... Man, that would be so cool, because you'd have, like... You could have service... Would you have service ribbons from, like, every branch, then? To be honest, it's probably more exciting to watch when I'm actually animating something as opposed to modeling a base. God, I love this water. This water is so cool. I'm very chuffed with this water. A guy called Dylan... Dylan something created this, and it's just like, what a legend. He has the Defence Service Medal. Hey man, it's better than what I have, which is nothing. So, you know, like, that's pretty epic. Yeah, this annoys me. Why? One thing I can't figure out is how to make it not how to make it like, I want the orientation of the arrow to not always be, you know, world based, but actually object based. I'm still figuring out how to do that. There's probably a very easy way to do it. One thing that's really helpful is ChatGPT. Helps you with anything. How do you change the translate arrow from world to object? It's usually very good. Object and viewport at the top of the editor. Locate the coordinate system toggle. It's right next to the move, rotate, scale icons. see. Ah, look at that! I did it. Good old ChatGPT, man. Tells you how to do everything. Oh wow, yeah, that's true. I guess if you find it cool in one service holds troops from another, a decoration, an American soldier whose supply unit received USMC. Yeah, yeah, I have looked at those before as well when I've been going through like medal information and such. That they do that, and that is cool. You'd be like, I reckon if you were someone who had that, it'd be like you'd show that off. Anyone who had the Kuwaiti government medal or ribbon, goodness me, 91, that'd be, if they were still in the service, they'd be pretty high up by now. What's that, 30, 40 years? No, 40 years? Gosh, they'd be retired. Probably be retired. Or a general. Or an admiral. Okay. My stepdad worked secret in his own defense, which no one needs to go or know about. Uh-oh. But now we know. Stepdad worked secret in his defense force. Oh, are we allowed to know more? Is the question. That's one story. That's all you get. It's just that little tidbit of information. It sounds very James Bond-esque, so I'm pretty sure it was exciting. I can't use that one. So... where is it putting these damn things? Oh, God, there we go. Name's Bond. James Bond. Probably something no one will. The Gulf War vets are all staff postings, generals and admirals are retired. The last World War II vet in US service retired in 1999. He was a member of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. Wow, that is amazing. Gosh, imagine still serving. And it would be, even in the 90s, things were like not too far removed, I guess, from what they are now. Although I don't know, maybe they are, but man, you would have seen so much change in the service from when you served to when you retired. It would have just been crazy. That's a huge one. Alright. this one is straight, so that'll be helpful. Actually, I think this needs to come back in. Yeah, I'd say so. I would say so.
You're looking for this.
Ah, my bad.
Still talking.
Yes. That's about right, I reckon. And this just goes on forever, this building. I really squeezed them in on this base. The one I'm doing at the moment. Oops. No, it is not having it. There we go. The one I'm doing at the moment is this one here. I just look. You just see how they squeeze them in so much. All these buildings. I'd love to know what these buildings are for. Everything, honestly, all of this that I'm doing is just totally eyeballing it. There's just no, I mean, unless there's like a tech map or some schematic I can get my hands on, it's really just eyeballing and just doing the best you can, I suppose. Yes, it's actually crazy to think that we used to have quite a few different ones. I mean, it was obviously close. It was closer to the end of the war, but I think we had one on Motor Tapu. We had one. I think we had another one in Auckland. I think we had one down south, Littleton Way. Denver Sims, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Hey, Snow, how are you? But yeah, no, we had quite a few around the country and also on some of the Gulf Islands. But yeah, they just closed them down. From sort of end of World War II up until modern day, and now I think Devonport might be our only one. Right. That comes out a little bit. Goes back a bit further. And then it looks like it does it again. Maybe there. Okay. Bring it out a bit more. And as I say, I'm not doing any of the arch roofs tonight. I'm just really getting the placement of all these buildings. So yeah, that's that one. And so it's just going to be doing these two, I think, just getting the placement. And then I guess tomorrow I can go at them and just sort of put a bit more detail in. And I think the further away, the further away from wherever the shot's going to be, which will most likely be out here on the dock, because this is where their ship will be, where this guy is. And I mean, you're not going to see so much of all these buildings, and so the further away I get, the more I'll be able to just chuck in already constructed assets, like just a general warehouse looking building the further away, because you're just not going to see them. I mean, there will be some high shots, high angles, but they're going to be centered mostly around this area and sort of out this way, so might be alright just to sort of throw a few, you know, assets like this guy here, you know, ready-made stuff. I think he goes over there anyway. Yes, Piglet. Where is Piglet? Okay, so what have we got here? My grandmother meets my grandfather. Ah, during the Malaya emergency. That is very, yeah, wow, that's cool. Yeah, that would have been what, 49? Yeah, Malaya emergency I think was 1949. Yeah, that was a bit of an engagement for New Zealand. We actually did go over and help sort of take over from the British, I think. Piglet is missing. I need to find Piglet. Piglet is around here somewhere, but yeah, she's not here at the moment. Anyway, yes, let's get these. Alright, so what we got now? We got this big bastard here, and this guy. So this guy's a 2-story building. Actually, I think this is 2. And then this warehouse part looks like it could be 3 stories. So Piglet is always watching. She probably is actually. She's probably lurking. She's probably lurking somewhere around here, just watching and plotting. She likes to plot. Okay. For those that don't know, Piglet is my cat, my fluffy white cat, who is clearly the boss of the house. Probably. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. So that'll be over there. Shit, where did that go? Here, near. Is that it here? No, that can't be it. Yeah, I really do need to start naming shit. There it is. This kind of tucks in here. Goes at a bit of a 45-degree angle. So you could probably argue then that this one here is also 2 stories. Maybe I should bring this up to 2 as well. looks like basic blocks right now, but when you throw on some textures, give them some bump maps, put in some windows and some, you know, speculum maps and things like that, it looks pretty fantastic. If I do say so myself. I suppose it's good for me to stream anyway because I talk to myself like a nutter, so it works. I don't even know if that's copying problem. Oh, yes it is. There it is right there. This will be fun. Trying to make this line up. Two of these guys. I should have like a little picture of the reference photo so people can see what I'm working against, like what I'm looking at. To maybe I could like put it up in the corner or something. What do we got here? Piglet is missing. The Evil Mastermind just wrapped up with chapter 35. Really improved chapter a little bit. Currently on page 409. Wow, dude, that is a lot of work. That is really cool. 450 pages, man. You need to. Are you approaching any kind of publisher, or are you gonna just look at self-publishing? If he's still with us. Details in my previous writing. Oh, thanks, Snow. I'm glad you like the look of it. It'll look better. It'll look better. So details in my previous writing plus filling in plot holes, which are at the moment very prevalent. Also, I sound very repetitive, so I'm trying to mix it. No, you're a good man. Oh, you mean in the book? Yeah, it can be tricky trying to keep everything, all sort of like descriptive stuff sounding exciting. I'm trying to self-publish, but one of the authors in my area is a member of a non-profit publishing group. Yeah, man, good stuff. If you've got the contact, go for it. NZ should have, when it was 80s, 9 destroyers, 15 corvettes, 2 crew. No, we had 4 frigates. We had 4 frigates, and I think we had 4 patrol ships, which only had 50 cal machine guns on them. That was about it. We certainly did not have 9 destroyers, 15 corvettes, 2 aircraft carriers, 5 non-nuclear, 7 North Shore. No, we had none of that. I don't think we could have supported anything bigger. I just use the flights community staples soon. Right. What is the flight sim community staple soon? Is that the non-profit publishing company? Or I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay. After I do this next building, I might wrap it up, because I would hate to be boring the pants off people, and this is not exactly the most exciting. It'll be better when there's actual textures and things happening. At the moment, it's like looking at the foundations of a building going, oh, wow, that's lots going on there. That might be too long. It's probably better. Alright, I am gonna go with that. Oh, there's something else here. Really? Is that the same B22, B23? Huh. Should move that then. That's interesting that they both got put there. B24, B25. Oops, no, not like that. There we go. And then I think it has a building at the back. Alright, well, I'm probably going to wrap this up, folks. So, thank you for joining me while I put this together. Sorry, I'll just read these. It's when a dev promises something in the near future, but nobody knows an exact date, so everyone says soon trademark or 2 weeks, but they use... Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, don't worry. I was also very guilty of that whenever I would, like, tell everyone another episode was coming. And it took forever to come to release, and you know, probably just as guilty. But yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for having a nosy and seeing the beginning of the next, well, what will be the next scene in the show. And I shall probably do another one of these later on when it's a bit more visually pretty. You know, visually more to look at. So yeah. Anyway, see you later.